All right, let's move forward. Here on our slide, we are discussing the Comptia Pentesting Plus certification course, a profound stepping stone in your cybersecurity career. This course is designed as an essential guide to secure your success in the exam. The importance of achieving the Comptia Pentesting Plus certification can't be stressed enough. It's a globally recognized and highly prestigious certification that showcases your skills, knowledge, and expertise in penetration testing, a much sought-after skill in the cybersecurity world. Whether you're a student trying to break into the world of cybersecurity or a seasoned professional looking to enhance your skills and credentials, this course offers valuable insights and guidance. We've strategically structured this course to provide a comprehensive understanding of the field, covering all the requisite areas. We ensure that after completing this course, you will be well prepared to confidently tackle even the most challenging questions posed in the Pentesting Plus certification exam. Let's delve deeper and make the most out of this invaluable guide to securing your success in the exam. Armed with the knowledge from our expertly designed course, you'll be one step closer to your goal of becoming a Comptia Pentesting Plus certified professional. Time to get started. Let's dive right in. Moving right along, we now shift our focus to the course overview, where we'll take a closer look at all the topic areas you'll be exploring throughout this dynamic learning journey. Firstly, we are going to focus on the basic information gathering, where you will be understanding the rudiments of the collection of intel to safeguard systems. This is predominantly about gathering the required data essential for building a robust security mechanism. The next portion is dedicated to network and vulnerability scanning. Here, you'll uncover how to identify possible weak spots and effectively monitor your networks to prevent unwarranted breaches. Further on, we will dive into application-based attacks. This section will provide insights into the techniques and practices used by perpetrators to attack applications. Fourth in line is penetration testing and remediation, where we will be elaborating on how to exert a simulated cyber attack on a system to evaluate its security and remediate where need be. It's all about staying one step ahead of potential threats by knowing how to test and strengthen our defenses. Lastly, we'll unravel cryptography. This becomes crucial as it revolves around the practice and study of securely communicating information in the presence of third parties. So there you have it, an overview of the broad range of topics that we'll be discussing in this comprehensive module. Now let's delve deeper and start exploring these topics in detail. In this part of our course, we focus on Section 1, dealing with information gathering. The main learning objectives we'll address here are examining and utilizing various methods of information gathering. Information gathering is pivotal in assessing any network or system's vulnerabilities, and it provides the groundwork for any successful penetration testing. To ensure a comprehensive understanding, we aim to familiarize you on how to use advanced tools and techniques for data collection. In a cybersecurity context, data collection involves gathering extensive information about the targets, which might be systems, networks, or applications. This gathering process will allow you to better understand the target environment structure and identify areas where vulnerabilities may lurk. Through the detailed process, we'll be aiming to give you a solid comprehension of the significance of information gathering and how it's implemented in real-world scenarios. The key is, you won't just understand the idea in theory. We will provide you with the practical skills to use advanced tools and techniques accurately and effectively. It's all about gathering the right data, which will set the course for all the subsequent actions in penetration testing. So stay focused and ready to explore the amazing world of information gathering, what it's all about, and how to properly conduct it in real-life cybersecurity contexts. In this section, we delve into the concept of information gathering. So, what exactly is information gathering? Well, it's the process of pooling resources to acquire the data you need. And why is this important, you might ask? Information gathering is particularly valuable for understanding vulnerabilities that might exist within a system. By pinpointing these weaknesses, we can better devise strategies for addressing them. This isn't a step to be taken lightly. In fact, it serves as the foundation for all subsequent steps in penetration testing. By first comprehending the structure and weak points of a system, we can more effectively conduct further tests and come up with more robust solutions. And remember, information is power, especially in cybersecurity. So, the more we understand about a system, its structure, its weaknesses, its vulnerabilities, the more effectively we can protect it or pinpoint areas that need improvement. Information gathering sets the tone for the thoroughness and effectiveness of your penetration tests. Let's delve deeper into the tools you need for this essential process in the next slide. In this slide, we're focusing on the tools for information gathering. Information gathering wouldn't be as effective without utilizing the right set of tools. To that end, we have well-established tools such as Whois and Netcraft that could add value to our process. The first tool we'll discuss is Whois. This can disclose significant information about a domain such as its age, location, and owner. Using Whois is straightforward. You would simply type in the command as displayed, replacing example.com with the domain you're investigating. The next tool is Netcraft. This is a powerful utility that can expose a great deal of information about a server, including the operating system it runs on, running services, and several other facets. To use Netcraft, follow the command specified, making sure to replace example.com with your target domain. In sum, these tools can provide extensive information that's crucial to understand a system's vulnerabilities and thereby build a foundational base for all subsequent penetration testing steps. Remember, the more information you gather, the more prepared you will be for tackling potential vulnerabilities. So, make sure you harness these tools to their fullest potential in your penetration testing process. Let's dive right into Section 2, Network Scanning. In this section, we will focus on mastering two key objectives. Firstly, we will explore how to discover devices that are currently connected to a network. This entails understanding the necessary steps and techniques for successfully probing and locating active devices within a given network. Uncovering these devices is a critical aspect of network security, as this provides us with a map of the digital landscape that we need to secure. Secondly, we will delve into the process of finding vulnerabilities within our network. By the end of this section, you'll be familiar with practical methods to identify weak spots in your network which can be exploited by malicious parties. We will focus on the techniques that security professionals utilize to spot system vulnerabilities, thus enhancing our strategies to secure our network. So, we have an exciting section ahead that will empower you with practical skills in network scanning. These are vital elements in network security, as understanding your network layout and its vulnerabilities is the foundation for building a robust security system. Let's move ahead and dive into the details of network scanning. On our current slide, we will dive into what is network scanning. Network scanning is essentially the process of identifying active hosts, or in more simpler terms, devices on a network. The need for network scanning is driven by the requirement to evaluate a network security structure. So let's break it down. Any computer network is made of a number of devices that communicate with each other. These could be computers, servers, routers, smartphones, and even smart devices in today's Internet of Things (IoT) era. Monitoring all these active devices in a network can become a tedious task, especially in larger organizations. That's where network scanning comes into play. It helps to figure out which devices are currently active in the network. Network scanning can provide valuable data such as IP addresses of the devices, the protocols they are using, and the ports they are utilizing. Moreover, it's essential for evaluating a network's security structure. By recognizing the devices on a network and knowing their details, it becomes easier to detect any vulnerabilities that might be exploited by malicious actors. Understanding network scanning can thus be your first line of defense by giving you the knowledge you need to identify any weak points in your network. In essence, network scanning plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and security of your network by mapping out the network devices and potentially identifying vulnerabilities in the system. Proper network scanning can be your first big step towards ensuring strong network security. This slide takes us through the tools used for network scanning. When you're actively identifying the hosts or devices on a network, you need some reliable tools to perform the job effectively, and that's precisely what we're going to talk about here. At the top of our toolkit, we have Nmap. Nmap allows you to enumerate or name and list the network services of a specific host. So, if you're trying to find out what services a certain device on a network is operating, Nmap is the tool to use. An example of using Nmap would be the command nmap sv 192.168.1.0/24. This command scans all 256 addresses in the 192.168.1.0/24 subnet and will return information about any active hosts and network services present. Our next tool on the list is Wireshark. Wireshark is a packet analyzer that is used to capture and analyze network traffic in real time. This means you can use Wireshark to view each data packet as it travels through your network, allowing for detailed inspection and analysis of network traffic. The command Wireshark IWLAN0, for instance, would start capturing data packets from the wireless interface on the device WLAN0. Overall, these tools, Nmap for enumeration of network services and Wireshark for real-time traffic analysis, are key instruments to understand, probe, and scrutinize the activity on your network, thus enhancing your capacity for effective network security evaluation. In this particular section, our primary focus will be on application-based attacks. We will be exploring the different types of these attacks that could pose threats to your systems. Not only are these attacks multifaceted and sophisticated, they are also one of the most common methods used by cybercriminals. One of the main learning objectives of this section is to help you identify and recognize these varied types of application-based attacks. As you become familiar with each of these attack types, you will significantly improve your ability to detect and respond to potential security threats. Further to recognizing these threats, it's crucial that you also learn and understand the preventative measures you can take to mitigate these threats. Attack prevention isn't merely reacting to an attack, but proactively setting up defenses to make your applications less attractive to potential attackers. Keep in mind, knowledge is your first line of defense against these types of attacks. By understanding the nature of application-based attacks, you can create strategies and implement practices that will safeguard your systems well into the future. These skills will equip you with the knowledge you need to create robust, secure applications and networks. So, let's dive into exploring application-based attacks, starting with understanding how they are executed and how we can thwart them. Turning our focus to understanding application vulnerabilities, let's draw attention to the idea that coding errors may be looked upon as opportunities by potential attackers. Now, this is important to understand because the security imperfections these coding errors create act as open doors for attackers to exploit. Most often, we see that these vulnerabilities are prevalent in scripting and database-driven applications. If not detected and remediated, they serve as easy entry points for attackers to exploit, compromise application security, and potentially gain unauthorized access to sensitive data. Therefore, understanding these vulnerabilities is crucial to recognizing the types of threats they pose and subsequently developing strategies to counteract or avoid these threats. It's key to be vigilant during the coding process as well as thoroughly test and retest your applications for vulnerabilities. This way you can spot these coding errors early on and correct them before any malicious actor has the chance to exploit them. In Section 4, we delve into penetration testing and remediation. The primary goal here is twofold. Firstly, we aim to equip you with the ability to conduct secure penetration testing experiments. Penetration testing is an invaluable tool in our arsenal to discover and analyze possible vulnerabilities in an application. It helps us emulate the tactics that attackers might use to compromise the application. During this process, we will be challenging the defenses of the application in a controlled and secure manner, specifically looking to exploit potential vulnerabilities we may have found due to coding errors that have a tendency to leave doors open for attackers. The second learning objectives entail implementing remediation strategies to fix the vulnerabilities that we discover. Once we've identified these possible vulnerabilities, primarily those which the scripting and database-driven applications are prone to, we can't merely leave them unattended. We need specific strategies to counteract them. This remediation process involves patching up the vulnerabilities and strengthening the application's defenses. We'll go through the procedures to guide the application back to being secure and reliable while keeping the unintended side effects of modifying the application to a minimum. Through this, we hope to give you practical knowledge about how to secure applications through penetration testing and remediation and ensure they can withstand the possible threats they may face. We have reached the conclusion of Section 4, and I would like to underline the key points that are fundamental to understanding penetration testing and remediation strategies. Firstly, information gathering forms the foundation of all security activities. It allows you to understand your system, know what resources you have, and identify any areas where you might be vulnerable. This information guides the entire penetration testing process and is crucial for designing effective security strategies. Next, effective network scanning is a core component of proactive security management. Just as a doctor uses an X-ray to identify the health issues of a patient, network scanning identifies vulnerabilities in a system that could be exploited by malicious actors. This process helps pinpoint areas where improvement is needed. Application-based attacks target coding errors and are a pervasive threat in the virtual world. By recognizing how these attacks occur, we can take steps to protect against them. Knowing that these attacks happen often due to coding errors leads us to the importance of meticulous application development and rigorous testing. Finally, remediation is integral after conducting a penetration test. Knowing your security vulnerabilities is only at par with half the battle. Remediation is the action taken to rectify those vulnerabilities. Implementing appropriate remediation strategies helps you patch these vulnerabilities, secure your systems, and validate that those fixes work as expected. These are the key messages that you should take with you as we draw this section to a close. Keep these points in mind as they form the backbone of effective security management. Now, let's delve into the references slide. Here are several resources that provide in-depth knowledge of the key points we've discussed. The first reference on the list is the Comptia Pentest Plus exam objectives. This is accessible through the Comptia official website. This site provides a comprehensive list of objectives for the Pentest Plus exam, providing insights into information gathering, network scanning, and other aspects of penetration testing. Next, we have the Nmap documentation, which is one of the most valuable resources for understanding the intricacies of network scanning. This tool is instrumental in identifying vulnerabilities within a network. The third reference is the Wireshark documentation. Wireshark is an open-source packet analyzer used for network troubleshooting, analysis, software, and protocol development. It's a good source for understanding application-based attacks and how to spot coding errors. The Whois documentation, listed next, is another essential resource. Whois is a protocol that queries databases to identify the owner of a domain name, IP address, or an autonomous system number. It provides insight into the domain ownership, aiding in our initial stages of the information gathering. Finally, the Netcraft documentation illustrates another resource for internet data mining. This service can be used to gather information on domains, ascertain hosting history, and explore other useful data about the targeted network. We highly recommend these resources as you further explore the realms of pentesting and network security. They are fundamental sources of information that can significantly deepen your knowledge base.